You're back. And Imogen? I'll have Yuko determine her position so we can start tracking her. I can't argue with your logic. But guilty or not, there was valuable information we could have obtained from her. Were you at least able to gather any data on how she was able to access Project Dominion? And this is precisely my concern against such technology. I'll be sure to bring this up to Masako. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Just take the elevator down to Research and Development. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor. Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you. Vina's the head of our Research and Development team. She's the creator of Project Dominion, and often considered the protege of Ray DeCaris, RUJIN's founder. Not that I enjoy it, but I wouldn't trust anyone but myself with these reports as it is. Masako is waiting on you.
This place is incredible. I can't believe we made it up here.
Would you just sit down? I'm nervous enough for this presentation without you fidgeting.
Oh, relax. You'll be fine.
Site if we want to complete the neuroam.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back.
Nice to catch you in the office. Why speak to me when Masako was right there? She's the boss, you know. Supply chain manager. I basically keep all our different departments supplied with anything they need to get their jobs done. R&D requests are my favorite since they can be the most challenging, not to mention the most interesting. But almost everything you see in RUJIN Tower went through me at some point. Well, technically, everyone in operations is dedicated to supplying the other departments with whatever they need. You operatives, field agents, and technicians alike supply information or get results that our executives use every day to make things happen. I'm just on the more legit side of things. Or the boring side, as some might call it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't, but that's a bit of a loaded question. When it comes to benefiting the lives of employees and customers, RUJIN's as good as it gets. It's the corporate games that I could do without. My parents raised me to believe in hard, honest work. RUJIN has more than its fair share of hard workers. It's the honesty that's questionable. I probably shouldn't get into the details. It's a sensitive topic, and I'd hate to muddy the waters since he just started. Oh, is that so? Not happening. I don't think so. You're just annoying enough that this might work. Maybe. Need to think about it. All right, fine. You'll learn all about this sooner or later, so why not now? RUJIN Industries has some deeply embedded ties to Administrator Bayu, so he has a somewhat profound influence in the corporation. One word from Bayu could get you hired or fired. I'm probably not even aware of the amount of favors owed between both parties. But his influence is far from honest. If I had it my way, hard work is what would get you ahead here, not the word of someone who's morally bankrupt. See you.
Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current NeuroAmp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it. Big time. We'd be the only ones unaffected.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. You're a RUJIN employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend. We expect our employees to do whatever it takes to ensure RUJIN's success. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with Veena. Good. That's all I wanted to hear.
And all I need is the last piece of the puzzle. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the rothosite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinae station. My thoughts exactly.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Vina can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, yes, so be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures.
The mining station is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
Let's hope for the best. We can't lose that shipment. Consolidated Mining is one of the oldest and most trusted mining companies in the settled systems. As their name may suggest, they were created when several smaller companies came together in order to compete with the dominating names at the time, like Argos. They grew their business on dependability and service, and still retain those qualities today. Your top priorities are securing a shipment of refined rothosite and finding out what happened to that mining station. If the shipment has been moved, I want you to use every resource to relocate it and report back with any information you find along the way. Once the shipment is secure, bring it back here at once and deliver it to Vina. We want her to complete her prototype as soon as possible. Of course, but our technicians don't have the skills that our operatives do. We like to keep them limited to populated areas, not lone mining stations.
Luckily, due to Alexis's legal expertise, Consolidated Mining can't hold us responsible for any casualties.
To think I'm so close to completing the final product. I hate to think about what might have happened on the station. That's right. I'm Dr. Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. I oversee everything that goes on around here from neuroamp development to weapon testing. Do me a favor and watch your step out there on the floor, okay? DeMarcus and the engineers work with a lot of dangerous equipment and chemicals. And as much as I'd love to test some of our experimental tech on human subjects, that requires special approvals. Stop by anytime. We always have something interesting going on.
Mercenaries, I hope you'll teach them a proper lesson.
I hate to think about what might have happened on the station. Designed and developed right here. Remarkable, aren't they? I wish I could have been Ray DeCaris the day she first perfected the technology. She laid the groundwork that DeMarcus and I base all of our current designs on. Oh, DeMarcus is my chief engineer, by the way. He's the only person here who can keep up with me, but don't let him know that. It'll go straight to his head. Don't tell me you don't know the name of RUJIN's founder. Ray DeCaris created RUJIN Industries with Itaru Saito back in 2307. She developed the very first neuroamp just a few years later, laying the foundation for this corporation. I had the honor of working under her a few short years before she retired and entrusted me with R&D. The one and only. It was one of the first projects I proposed as head of research and development, so Project Dominion is like my baby. Funny story. The concept started off as a joke DeMarcus made, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this was just the challenge I was looking for. For you, it'll be like going into a deep, relaxing sleep, and then waking up feeling refreshed and invigorated. For me, it'll be a few hours of laser-focused skill. I like to think of neurosurgery as an art form. Honestly, it's going to be fine. Zero downtime, no projected side effects. You're gonna love it. It's a very rare element that appears to be unique to the moon Carinae 3A. With the right purity in combination with other metals, the alloy is completely compatible with an amazing level of conductivity and no degradation. It's basically the ace up our sleeve for neuroamps. Stop by my office next time you're in the tower, okay?
I fear the worst for the people on that station.
We'll have to look into a more effective way of sending distress calls from distant locations. I met the station personnel on an inspection walkthrough. They're good people. I pray for their safety. The main area you're looking for is a research and control tower. It's the tallest section of the station, so you can't miss it. But like I said, it's locked down pretty tight from the outside. That keycard will get you into the mine through the lower barracks, where you can take an elevator up to reach the tower. I'm positive it's mercenaries of some sort. Crimson Fleet, Ecliptic, maybe even Spacers. Just be prepared. Ammo, medpacks, whatever it takes. Whoever's there isn't going to be known for subtlety. I'm the supply chain manager in operations, so all these computers and equipment are courtesy of yours truly. It's certainly not as glamorous as overseeing the technicians and operatives, but the job is equally important if you ask me. See you.
Can't get anything done around here without running into red tape.
Welcome to Newell's. Feel like making a purchase today? Watch your back out there. I had to chase more stuff. Need something? Newell's good. Yeah? What do you want? What can I get you? It's no big secret. I lost it fighting on the Freestar side during the Colony War. I was a ground pounder. Slogged it out in the trenches with the troops. And did pretty well, too. Until an EM weapon took out our transport. They pulled me out of the wreckage, but the damage was done. Honestly, I consider myself lucky. Most of the other soldiers died in the crash. I knew a guy a few years ago who ran up a hell of a tab with me. I'm talking thousands of credits, but at least he'd make regular payments. One day the payments stopped, so I tracked him down. Found out he got mixed up with an Aurora dealer and fell from the upper platform. Since I had a legit claim, the city awarded me his property, which amounted to the contents of a storage container. Guess what I found inside? Took me a few months to scrounge up the parts, but I'd say I did a pretty decent job getting Styx up and running. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. I've got more than you can handle. You know, Styx, crime in this city gets worse by the day. Vandals, thieves, gangs.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
What don't you understand, Styx? Crime happens because the people in charge let it happen.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Yeah, you're sorry. You're always goddamn sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows revenue has decreased 13.7%.
Yeah, so business sucks. Tell me something I don't know, Styx.
Affirmative. The word myrtle refers to a blob of toothpaste placed on the bristles of the toothbrush.
No, Styx, I didn't mean to literally tell me. Yeah, forget it. Good talk.
Welcome to Neon Tactical.
Forget nightmares, Styx. About the war?
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying. You just want to forget, but one's got nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Frank Brennick is the proprietor of Neon Tactical. My primary function is security and protection. I'm sorry. Your inquiry is invalid. Neon Tactical deals in weapons and armor for use in combat, for paint and home decor. Please visit the appropriate vendor. End query.
Sometimes, Styx, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flipped the coin of life.
Hey there.
Good day, Captain. Captain, greetings. I will follow behind you. Opening fire. Please perform a wellness check and address any injuries. secure. Defensive positions. We're losing numbers. Look out. Do not attempt combat with us. You will not survive. No longer visible. Searching. There are no hostile organisms nearby. life. Enemy activity detected at close range. You will be easily defeated.
Neutralize the target. Firing.
I am uncertain why you believed conflict with us was advisable. Hello. I am relieved you have given up on carrying everything yourself. Return soon. How can I be of service, Captain? I will await your next order here.
Entered the clinic's space. Please dock or leave the area clear for incoming patients.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here? And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
Anything I can help you with?
That sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties.
Greetings, Captain. Should you require my presence in the future, you know where to find me.
I hate this delivery run. Can't ever get here fast enough. It's a grav drive. I literally can't get here any faster.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always by. Kiosk right here for you.
Evening, sir.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. An outbreak? I haven't heard anything about this. Understood. Here's an access card. Good luck.
tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, you got that shit. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe improvements really are on the way.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. Fine. I'll tell you. We're on a private contract with Infinity Ltd. It's for something they call Project Dominion. Dr. Lane and I were instructed to conduct human trials on several volunteers. So far, only one patient has survived. Not everyone can afford neuroamp technology. When it comes to the possibility of getting one for free, we had plenty of candidates to choose from. They understood the risks. We just never thought chance of failure would be so high. You're telling me? When Infinity hired us, they said human trial authorization was already underway and we'd have the approvals in a matter of days. The days went by and nothing. Every time we'd ask, it was always just days away, but we kept working. Between the money and potential success, it was easy to tell ourselves that they'd come through.
Sean, what the hell is going on here? Who is this? You think we stood by and did nothing? We did everything we could to save them. You've no idea how many hours we spent in surgery and how closely we've monitored each and every one of them. It's moments like these when I think I just need to hear someone say it out loud. Sean spoke the truth. We thought the approval would arrive any day, so we continued with the project. By the time we started to catch on, it was already too late. We were too immersed in the line. You really think that's possible? Any price would be worth it to save what little we have left.
Still, it'll never make up for the part we had in it.
Go ahead and do whatever you need to do. You can have full access to my computer.
And thanks. As much as I was ready to commit career suicide, the very thought terrified me.
If you hadn't shown up, I'm really not sure what I would have done. I really am thankful for your help here. I never should have put my pride before the lives of others. Hadn't shown up, I'm really not sure what I would have done.
If you need help, you should speak to Sean.
Are you lost? Did Dr. Lane let you in?
I don't think think I can describe how grateful I am for keeping us out of this.
Hey, not so fast!
I never should have put my pride before the lives of others.
Excuse me, I have work to do.
I don't think you're supposed to be here. Are you lost? We don't permit visitors in this wing.
I'm gonna be spending the rest of my life making up for this.
I just want to make it home tonight.
Not exactly a hotbed of criminal activity here, is it? Well, that suits me fine. Worst I usually have to deal with is folks worried about getting diagnosed fast enough. Can't blame them. Well, let's see now. I joined up in 2292, so that'd be 38 years now? Damn. Hard to believe, now that I think about it. Almost 40 years. There ain't been many Rangers who served that long, I can promise you that. Oh, I suppose it does cross my mind from time to time. I reckon I'll hang them up here in the next few years, but I like the work. Gives me something to do. I suppose I don't think much about it, but when I stop to count the years, well, they sure do add up. And I'm just here to keep the peace. You need medical help, I'm the last person you want to talk to. Well, you'd be guessing correctly then. Even if there was some kind of trouble, which there almost never is, Freestar Security would handle that. Truth is, this post is what you might call ornamental in nature. Ever since the clinic came under Freestar collective control, there's been a ranger here. I reckon it's to serve as a reminder of who's in charge of this place.
Never a dull moment. Mind your step.
Just 1 week without something weird doesn't bring too much to us.
Your next stop wouldn't be the Caribbean system, would it? We got a report of a distress call out there. But we don't have the ships to send someone that far out.
I'm here for research, not treatment. If that's what you're looking for, you'll need to speak to someone else.
I am not permitted to perform medical practices.
Need to make sure those files are backed up.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be there.
Hope we're keeping you busy.
Hey there. Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? The mercenary group? Only that you mean business if you hire them. They're not known for subtlety, and don't care if they leave a trail of bodies in their wake. I take it they were at the station? I knew something bad had happened. Were there any survivors? Our station on Carinae 3A and Consolidated Mining's contract were both confidential. We had no reason to believe they'd be under any threat. Of course, we had no reason to believe we had a mole, either. Corporate culture may have its ugly side, but that doesn't mean we've lost our humanity. Our moves are strategic and precise, as you should know. The moment we justify the slaughter of innocents is when we go from competitive to criminal. Seeking ecliptic on a station with nothing but miners and scientists? Corporations can sink low, but this is a new level. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? Our technicians are thorough, but they aren't that thorough. Your ship docking there simply caught their attention is all. But on the off chance it was related to your assignment, they're currently combing through the clinic records as we speak. Dr. Lane? I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? Human trials? Without even completing his product? Lucas must be insane. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. I see. Should we use any of this information to expose Infinity Ltd? I can keep their names confidential. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothocytes secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Pay attention. Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe it's just a matter of creating the alloy and molding it according to her design. Exactly. Without the Rothosite, their research comes to a halt. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.